I always loved biology. I knew whatever I was going to do in life was going to have to do with biology because that was one of my favorite subjects forever. And I love working with life, with animals. And so I went to school in Puerto Rico to do my bachelor's degree in science in biology. But I didn't know what in biology. Everybody in my group was going to be a doctor or a dentist, and so there was not that many choices. I was very lucky to have a professor that was doing a sabbatical at our school that year from Berkeley, and he took me as one of his students. And after I took a microbiology class, and I fell in love with the subject, and started working with him and for him. And that's how I became a microbiologist. My husband got a job with NASA, so we came to Huntsville, Alabama. We didn't know what to think about Huntsville, Alabama, coming from Puerto Rico. It was like, oh my goodness. So we came here in 1985, many years ago. He came to work for NASA. I went to UAH to finish my master's degree. And about the time I was finishing my master's, I got a job offer for a microbiologist open and came to work for NASA. So it was an experience learning English in a master's degree program, in a science program. So there was a lot of very patient people. I used to come very early to work as I work in the lab, and ask the janitor, who was the only one there at that time, to help me spell check my papers for that day. So that was my spell checker in the beginning. Took me a while. Well, I attribute a lot of my spunkiness, I guess you can call it, or that desire to do things that are kind of out of the box to my grandmother. I really think she had a lot to do with this, with the way I am and the way I see the world. I think she was way ahead of her time, and back then women were not allowed to do a lot of the things that women are allowed to do now, and she never let that be a problem for her. And so I think if I have to choose one, it would be her, because she really wanted the best, even though she wanted me to be a teacher, and I really didn't want to be one. Well, working for NASA has been extremely rewarding, period. That's just an experience of a lifetime, I think. But the things I value the most is the experience I have had of having a project going from nothing, just a paper, and having to think of all the reasons, or the ways you can do something, going through the process of developing those thoughts and designing and testing those ideas as a team, actually building whatever it is and flying it and getting feedback from flight about how it worked and how is it working or not working, whichever the case is. And I don't think many people in our center have had that complete experience to go from a concept to flight hardware that is making a difference, keeping people alive, So that's really cool.